Every day, several liters of fluid escape from your blood vessels. Not because something is broken, not because you are injured. It happens continuously. Minute after minute, hour after hour. This fluid bathes every cell in your body, delivering oxygen and nutrients while carrying away waste products. But here's the mystery. If all that fluid kept accumulating, your tissues would swell, your organs would fail, and life itself would become impossible. So, where does it go? Hidden throughout your body exists a second circulatory system, one so vast and so important that without it, you could survive only a matter of days. Yet most people have never heard of it. A network that drains excess fluid, filters dangerous microorganisms, coordinates immune defenses, and even transports fats absorbed from your meals. A silent system working in parallel with the bloodstream. Invisible, unnoticed, and absolutely essential. Right now, beneath your skin and surrounding every organ, this hidden network is quietly maintaining the balance that keeps you alive. Unlike arteries and veins, which form a closed loop driven by the heart, the lymphatic system begins as countless microscopic vessels scattered throughout the tissues. Tiny, blind-ended capillaries so delicate that they are almost invisible. These vessels collect fluid that has leaked out from the blood circulation, because every heartbeat generates pressure inside the capillaries, and some plasma inevitably escapes into the spaces between cells. This fluid becomes known as interstitial fluid. Without a recovery mechanism, liters of it would accumulate every day. Fortunately, the lymphatic system acts as a drainage network. Specialized lymphatic capillaries absorb this excess fluid, along with proteins, cellular debris, signaling molecules, and even microorganisms. Once inside the lymphatic vessels, the fluid receives a new name: lymph. From there, an extraordinary journey begins. Unlike blood vessels, lymphatic vessels have no central pump. There is no lymphatic heart. Instead, movement depends on countless subtle forces: the contractions of nearby muscles, the pulsations of arteries, movements during breathing, and tiny valves inside the vessels that prevent backflow. Slowly, steadily, lymph moves in only one direction, toward larger and larger vessels, eventually returning to the bloodstream near the heart. Every day, several liters of fluid are recycled in this way, a silent operation that prevents the body from drowning in its own tissues. The relationship between the circulatory and lymphatic systems is so intimate that neither could function properly without the other. Blood delivers nutrients to tissues, and the lymphatic system recovers what the circulation leaves behind. Together, they maintain the delicate balance of fluid that allows cells to survive. But drainage is only part of the story, because along the path of the lymph lie hundreds of small structures that act as biological checkpoints. The lymph nodes, tiny organs scattered throughout the neck, armpits, chest, abdomen, and groin. At first glance, they appear insignificant, but inside, they are among the most active immune centers in the body. As lymph flows through a node, it is carefully filtered. Macrophages engulf foreign particles. Dendritic cells present evidence of invasion. Lymphocytes inspect the passing fluid, searching for viruses, bacteria, fungi, parasites, and abnormal cells. In many ways, lymph nodes function like border control stations. Nothing passes unnoticed. When an infection occurs, these nodes become extremely active. Immune cells multiply. Inflammatory signals increase, and the nodes themselves may enlarge. Those swollen glands you sometimes feel during illness are signs that microscopic battles are taking place within. Millions of immune cells are constantly entering and leaving the lymph nodes, sharing information, learning to recognize threats, preparing defenses long before symptoms become obvious. But the lymphatic system has another remarkable responsibility, one that connects it directly to digestion. Inside the small intestine, millions of microscopic projections called villi absorb nutrients from food. Sugars and amino acids enter the blood directly, but fats follow a different route. Specialized lymphatic vessels called lacteals lie hidden inside each villus. These structures absorb fatty molecules and package them into particles known as chylomicrons. Instead of entering the bloodstream immediately, these nutrients travel through the lymphatic system, eventually reaching the circulation through large lymphatic ducts near the heart. Without this pathway, the absorption of dietary fats would be impossible. Every meal containing oils, butter, nuts, fish, dairy products, or countless other sources of fat depends on this hidden transport network. The lymphatic system is also intimately connected to the immune system. In fact, many of the body's immune cells spend much of their lives traveling through lymphatic vessels, continuously patrolling tissues, communicating with lymph nodes, and responding to signs of danger. This constant circulation allows the body to detect threats rapidly, long before symptoms become apparent, and the lymphatic network extends far beyond the lymph nodes themselves. Major organs participate in this surveillance system. The spleen filters blood and removes damaged cells. The thymus serves as a training center for T lymphocytes. Tonsils guard the entrance to the respiratory and digestive tracts. Peyer's patches within the intestine monitor microbial activity. Together, these structures form an integrated defense network that spans the entire body. For generations, scientists believed that certain organs, including the brain, lacked lymphatic drainage. But recent discoveries have changed that understanding. Specialized lymphatic vessels surrounding the brain appear to help remove waste products and facilitate communication between the nervous and immune systems. An astonishing discovery that continues to transform our understanding of human biology. Sleep itself may play an important role in this cleaning process. During deep sleep, fluid circulation around the brain changes, helping eliminate metabolic waste that accumulates throughout the day. And when the lymphatic system fails, the consequences become immediately visible. Fluid begins to accumulate. Limbs may swell dramatically, a condition known as lymphedema. Proteins remain trapped within tissues, inflammation increases, and infections become more difficult to control, because without proper drainage, balance is lost. Cancer cells can also exploit this network, using lymphatic vessels as highways to spread throughout the body, which is why physicians often examine lymph nodes when evaluating tumors. The very pathways that normally protect us can sometimes be used by disease. Yet under ordinary conditions, the lymphatic system performs its tasks with extraordinary efficiency. Every breath you take helps propel lymph forward. Every step you walk, every movement of your muscles, even the beating of your arteries contributes to its flow. Unlike the cardiovascular system, which announces itself with every pulse, the lymphatic system works almost entirely in silence. You cannot feel it. You cannot hear it. And most of the time, you never think about it. Yet, at this very moment, billions of immune cells are traveling through its vessels. Liters of fluid are being recovered, foreign particles are being filtered, and nutrients from your meals are completing their journey, because the lymphatic system is far more than a collection of tubes. It is a drainage network, a transportation system, a communication highway, an immune surveillance system, and a hidden partner of the circulatory system. Two vast networks working side by side, one carrying blood, the other preserving balance, and perhaps one of the greatest reminders that some of the most essential systems sustaining human life are the ones we rarely perceive. Hidden beneath the surface, quietly cleaning, quietly protecting second after second for an entire lifetime.